Want to get the most out of your next getaway or business trip? Get over to Belmont, North Carolina, and feel the Hamptonality. At the Hampton Inn Charlotte Belmont at Moncross, we give you friendly service at a great value. You'll rest easy on our clean and fresh Hampton bed. The crisp white linens and duvet give a fresh start to every guest each morning. Every morning begins with our free hot breakfast, including delicious waffles and hearty oatmeal. And with free Wi-Fi, you're guaranteed to stay connected. We're conveniently located just 8 miles from the center of Charlotte, 7 miles from the Charlotte Douglas International Airport, and just 1 mile from Belmont Abbey College. Book your stay by visiting Hampton.com or by calling 704-825-6100. Again, that's Hampton.com or calling 704-825-6100. Feel the Hamptonality at the preferred hotel for Crusaders athletics, the Hampton Inn Charlotte Belmont at Moncross. Looking for up-to-the-minute scores of your favorite Crusader sports? www.abbeyathletics.com. Feature content, including coaches' interviews. www.abbeyathletics.com. Crusaders broadcast on demand. That's right, www.abbeyathletics.com. Your online source for all things Crusaders can be found in one place. www.abbeyathletics.com.
Pain doesn't just work 9 to 5. Pain can work round the clock, hours and hours, without even thinking of taking a break. So when you're hurting, you don't want to wait for an appointment. You need relief now. Well, there is a solution. Ortho Carolina's Urgent Care can provide relief for the entire family when time is of the essence. Our after-hours clinics are conveniently located near you when you need it. Ortho Carolina's expert staff is ready to treat strains, sprains, minor dislocations, sports injuries, joint pain, and more. The next time you or a loved one is hurting on an evening or over the weekend, we'll be ready to help. It's the same state-of-the-art care, professionalism, and expertise that's made Ortho Carolina a leader in the Southeast. Pain doesn't happen when it's handy, and you shouldn't have to wait to get relief. Visit orthocarolina.com for a list of urgent care locations and hours. Ortho Carolina. You improve.
Gaston County is a great place to raise a family. The benefits of the Charlotte Metro blended with the familiarity of several bedroom communities make Gaston a wonderful place to become a first-time home buyer. But in a shifting market, it's paramount to find a company that will work even harder for you in a very competitive landscape. Might I suggest to you Moss Realty? Moss Realty wants to serve you as an advocate through the home buying process. I've seen the hard work of the staff on a personal level. The attention to detail and their knowledge of Gaston County is top-notch. Moss Realty can help you make a pleasure out of life's biggest purchase. Give them a call at 704-865-5555 or log on to mossrealty.com. The number again, 704-865-5555. Moss Realty can turn dream home searching into dream home living. That number one more time, 704-865-5555. That's Moss Realty. Looking for up-to-the-minute scores of your favorite Crusader sports? www.abbeyathletics.com. Feature content, including coaches' interviews. www.abbeyathletics.com. Crusaders broadcast on demand. That's right, www.abbeyathletics.com. Your online source for all things Crusaders can be found in one place, www.abbeyathletics.com. Crusaders Athletics on the Belmont Abbey Sports Network is brought to you by Pine Island Country Club, Domino, Moss Realty, the Hampton Inn by Hilton at Moncross, and Ortho Carolina. You improve. We take you now to the www.abbeyathletics.com broadcast booth. It's time to raise the red on the Belmont Abbey Sports Network. Want to get the most out of your next getaway or business trip? Get over to Belmont, North Carolina, and feel the Hamptonality. At the Hampton Inn Charlotte Belmont at Moncross, we give you friendly service at a great value. You'll rest easy on our clean and fresh Hampton bed. The crisp white linens and duvet give a fresh start to every guest each morning. Every morning begins with our free hot breakfast, including delicious waffles and hearty oatmeal. And with free Wi-Fi, you're guaranteed to stay connected. We're conveniently located just 8 miles from the center of Charlotte, 7 miles from the Charlotte Douglas International Airport, and just 1 mile from Belmont Abbey College. Book your stay by visiting Hampton.com or by calling 704-825-6100. Again, that's Hampton.com or calling 704-825-6100. Feel the Hamptonality at the preferred hotel for Crusaders athletics, the Hampton Inn Charlotte Belmont at Moncross. Looking for up-to-the-minute scores of your favorite Crusader sports? www.abbeyathletics.com. Feature content, including coaches' interviews. www.abbeyathletics.com. Crusaders broadcast on demand. That's right, www.abbeyathletics.com. Your online source for all things Crusaders can be found in one place. www.abbeyathletics.com.
Pain doesn't just work 9 to 5. Pain can work round the clock, hours and hours, without even thinking of taking a break. So when you're hurting, you don't want to wait for an appointment. You need relief now. Well, there is a solution. Ortho Carolina's Urgent Care can provide relief for the entire family when time is of the essence. Our after-hours clinics are conveniently located near you when you need it. Ortho Carolina's expert staff is ready to treat strains, sprains, minor dislocations, sports injuries, joint pain, and more. The next time you or a loved one is hurting on an evening or over the weekend, we'll be ready to help. It's the same state-of-the-art care, professionalism, and expertise that's made Ortho Carolina a leader in the Southeast. Pain doesn't happen when it's handy, and you shouldn't have to wait to get relief. Visit OrthoCarolina.com for a list of urgent care locations and hours. Ortho Carolina. You improve.
Gaston County is a great place to raise a family. The benefits of the Charlotte Metro blended with the familiarity of several bedroom communities make Gaston a wonderful place to become a first-time home buyer. But in a shifting market, it's paramount to find a company that will work even harder for you in a very competitive landscape. Might I suggest to you Moss Realty? Moss Realty wants to serve you as an advocate through the home buying process. I've seen the hard work of the staff on a personal level. The attention to detail and their knowledge of Gaston County is top-notch. Moss Realty can help you make a pleasure out of life's biggest purchase. Give them a call at 704-865-5555 or log on to mossrealty.com. The number again, 704-865-5555. Moss Realty can turn dream home searching into dream home living. That number one more time, 704-865-5555. That's Moss Realty. Looking for up-to-the-minute scores of your favorite Crusader sports? www.abbeyathletics.com. Feature content, including coaches' interviews. www.abbeyathletics.com. Crusaders broadcast on demand. That's right, www.abbeyathletics.com. Your online source for all things Crusaders can be found in one place, www.abbeyathletics.com.
The Buffalo Crusaders and your Crusaders. Is your last round of followed by the playing of our national anthems. We start today's mission of all things in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Heavenly Father, please bless today's game. Our opponent now, our team, the officials, and all present here today. Thank you for the opportunity to bring out the best in each other. May we play hard and fair. May everyone here be a positive influence on the way the game is played. Please keep us safe from injury and harm. Most of all, may we do these things for your glory. We ask this in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. And now for today's starting lineups, first for the visiting Crusaders. At middle block, number 6'5", freshman, from Western Pennsylvania, number 3, Crusaders. At center, 6'5", senior, from Western Pennsylvania, Jeffrey Gonzalez. At opposite, 6'9", senior, from Pennsylvania, number 12, Florida Cool. At opposite, 6'6", senior, from Florida, number 14, Greg Jeffrey. At outside, 6'5", junior, from Brooklyn, New Zealand, number 15, Brad Monahan. At the middle block, 6'5", freshman, Muscovy, Illinois, number 21, Roger. Lavelle Whiteman, senior, from Jacksonville, Florida, number 5, Josh Donahue. Also led by the freshman, running attack. Assistant Principal Metro. And now the starting lineup for your Crusaders. At center, from Manhattan, New Jersey, number 1, Ryan Davis. And the two trouble, the Florida Florida, number 15, Hawaii Hall. And out for number 617, from Pennsylvania.
Check. Microphone check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Folks, when we come back, We'll have the start of action on the Belmont Abbey Sports Network coming up in just a moment. Crusaders Athletics on the Belmont Abbey Sports Network is brought to you by Pine Island Country Club, Domino, Moss Realty, the Hampton Inn by Hilton at Montcross, and Ortho Carolina, you improve. We take you now to the www.abbeyathletics.com broadcast booth. It's time to raise the red on the Belmont Abbey Sports Network. And good evening. We welcome you back to the Belmont Abbey Sports Network's continuing coverage of Crusaders volleyball inside the Wheeler Center tonight as the Crusaders will take on Mount Olive. Brian Rushing here with you. So glad that you could join us this evening on the Belmont Abbey Sports Network. We apologize for the earlier technical difficulties that we had. Fortunately, we've got them squared away. About an hour ago, we were bringing you the conclusion of women's lacrosse action as the Crusaders women's lacrosse team took on St. Leo earlier today. We got the video set up, but the audio was not doing exactly what we were hoping for. We finally got it figured out. We're ready to bring you the action here on the Belmont Abbey Sports Network. As the Crusaders coming into this contest with a 4-4 conference record, they are a half game ahead of North Greenville, who is 4-5 in the conference schedule. Barton, who will come in tomorrow afternoon, is 8-0 in the conference. King, a half game behind them at 8-1. Mount Olive, 2 games back of Barton at 6-2. You look at the 3 clubs, Mount Olive, Barton, and King. Certainly they are at the top of the conference table, and it stands to reason that they will remain at the top and have a real say in what will happen the rest of the way. But the Crusaders with an opportunity this evening to sort of establish a bit of a new narrative for themselves as they'll be taking on this Mount Olive club. And if the Crusaders can somehow sweep the weekend and even their series against Mount Olive and Barton, it would build a ton of momentum for this club and let the rest of the conference know that Belmont Abbey is in a real position to make some hay in this conference. As Brennan Davis will get things started for the black-clad Crusaders, going from right to left as the pass goes to Robert Poole. The swing is going to be blocked at the net by Liam Maxwell and William Morris. And the Crusaders have the quick 1-0 advantage. Davis back to serve, sails it wide right. The point and the side out will go to Mount Olive. We're just getting started here, along with our camera operator, Jamie Treese. Hannah Davis working the controls this evening. Brian Rushing here with you. So glad that you could join us on the Belmont Abbey Sports Network. Serve from Robert Poole. The left-hander is going to be a service ace as the southpaw hits a very hard topspin serve with a little bit of side-winding action to it. Poole gets the service ace. And it's 2-1 in favor of Mount Olive. Poole, Conference Carolinas Player of the Week at one time this year. That serve sails long and wide to the corner. Liam Maxwell will go to serve at 2-2. Maxwell with the jump serve. Down the line, Yasalanis with the pass. It's going to be covered at the net by Morris. They'll go near side, left-handed swing, cuts it across, sails it wide. The point to the Crusaders. They lead 3-2. Brett Rutledge with that swing, the senior out of Orlando, Florida. I was going to give you the starting lineups, but the technical difficulty kind of set us back. But with everything in place here, I'll try to get that to you just as much as I possibly can. As Poole dinks it across, dug out by Valentine. Near side to Pliapole. Pliapole never got on top of it, sends it wide. The side out to Mount Olive, tied at 3-3, going back to serve, will be Jarrell Rogers. Jarrell Rogers, the freshman out of Oswego, Illinois. Floats it across to Valentine. Davis to Morris. Morris tried to change the direction of the attack halfway up on the swing. Puts it into the net. It's 4-3 in favor of Mount Olive. It's right now the current assembly by David Heller will look like this, as that is going to be taken off the block of Jarrell Rogers. Morris with the kill. He'll go back to serve with the score tied at 4-4. Morris with a stationary serve, sends it across. Yasalanis goes outside, the dink covered by Davis. Morris near side to Pliapole. Pliapole cross courts it, gets it to the floor, and the Crusaders lead 5-4. On the floor, Luke Vizgaitis, a freshman middle blocker out of Wexford, Pennsylvania. Jeff Yasalanis, the young man out of Yardley, Pennsylvania. Robert Poole, who we've talked about before. Morris digs that one across the net. Now Yasalanis will take it on the swing to Luke Vizgaitis. Vizgaitis with the kill, and it's 5 apiece. Mount Olive with the side out. On the floor as well for Mount Olive, Josh Donahue, the senior libero out of Jacksonville Beach, Florida. Yasalanis back to serve. Also on the floor, Brad Monahan, the outside hitter, a junior out of New Zealand, is Valentine to Davis. And Brian Long with the kill as he takes it off the block. The Crusaders get the side out. They lead 6-5. And Brian Long could serve very nicely into Nolan Albright's attack this evening. He could be a key fixture for the Crusaders as Schaefer's serve sails wide left. 6-all. Crusaders baseball action will give you some updates throughout the night. Right now they lead top of the 5th inning, 2-1 in a big series against North Greenville. Serve to Maxwell. Davis to Long. Long goes down the middle, finds the back line. He's got 2 kills. Side out for the Crusaders. They lead 7-6 as Pliapole is back to serve. Brett Rutledge on the floor, the senior out of Orlando, Florida. As that serve, Pliapole got underneath it, and it knuckled all the way to the other end of the floor, almost hitting the padding on the far side of the gym. The service error makes it 7-7. Mount Olive with the side out, back to serve, Luke Vizgaitis. Valentine to Long. Pliapole takes it off the block. Pliapole gets the kill. The Crusaders get the side out. They lead 8-7. Brian Long back to serve. On the floor for the Crusaders, William Morris, Brennan Davis, Liam Maxwell, Gavin Schaefer, Pierce Pliapole, and Brian Long, the usual suspects for the Crusaders. Is Long, another service error. And I'm hoping that for the Crusaders' sake, and certainly Nolan Albright would agree with this, you want to be aggressive against Mount Olive, but you've got to connect on those serves. Giving Mount Olive free points is not the narrative you want to assert early on. And Brennan Davis, oh, that's delightful. The sleight of hand from Davis on the second contact gets the kill. The Crusaders lead 9-8. Davis goes back to serve for the second rotation. Down the line, dug out by Poole. Yasalanis goes back to Poole. Poole cuts it across to Maxwell. Back to Maxwell. Maxwell hammers it off the block. The Crusaders lead 10-8. Liam Maxwell, of course, leading the club. 212 kills coming into the match. 22 aces. 12 solo blocks. 28, well, I should say, we'll get to those totals later. Speaking of solo blocks, William Morris eats that one up at the net. It's 11-8 in favor of the Crusaders. William Morris has 12 solo blocks, 28 helpers, 40 blocks on the year. The timeout taken by Mount Olive. When we come back, the Crusaders to serve, leading 12-8 on the Belmont Abbey Sports Network. We'll be right. Gaston County is a great place to raise a family. The benefits of the Charlotte Metro, blended with the familiarity of several bedroom communities, make Gaston a wonderful place to become a first-time home buyer. But in a shifting market, It's paramount to find a company that will work even harder for you in a very competitive landscape. Might I suggest to you Moss Realty? Moss Realty wants to serve you as an advocate through the home buying process. I've seen the hard work of the staff on a personal level. The attention to detail and their knowledge of Gaston County is top-notch. Moss Realty can help you make a pleasure out of life's biggest purchase. Give them a call at 704-865-5555 or log on to mossrealty.com. The number again, 704-865-5555. Moss Realty can turn dream home searching into dream home living. That number one more time, 704-865-5555. That's Moss Realty.
Back here inside the Wheeler Center, folks, want to thank all the good people with Moss Realty. The market, whether you're buying or selling, is unpredictable. You never know what's going to happen. You need good people on your side. That's why Moss Realty's there to help. 704-865-5555 or mossrealty.com. The serve from Davis. Sails long. The point to Mount Olive. 11-9 the score. I was wrong. It was not 12-8 previous. It's now 11-9 in favor of the Belmont Abbey Crusaders. Back to serve Robert Poole. We'll see a couple of former players of the week coming up this weekend as Morris hits the antenna. And the score now 11-10. Poole. That's going to get over the top of our broadcast location. The service ace makes it 11-8, 11 apiece. Is Poole, make no mistake about it, this young man can torque the volleyball. That hits the tape to Maxwell. Davis near side to Schaefer. Schaefer tries to go inside out with it, sends it long, and Mount Olive takes the lead at 12-11. Folks, don't forget, throughout the course of the broadcast, we'd love to hear from you. And you can find us two different ways. I'll tell you about here in just a moment. Poole, the left-handed jump serve, sends it to Valentine. Pliapole's going to bump it to Schaefer. Schaefer has it dug out by Poole. Yasalanis. Davis clears that one. Schaefer's going to take that one off the block and will play on. Yasalanis back row set to Poole. And Poole sends it long. The point to the Crusaders. We're tied at 12. Side out for the Crusaders is Liam Maxwell. Back to serve. You can find us on Twitter at the BASN. That's at the BASN. Would love for you to follow us. Tag us on tweets. As Davis digs that one out. Valentine will free it over. Yasalanis will go again off the block. Morris again on the spot. Jarrell Rogers was the one taking the swing. They go back to Rutledge on the other side. Pliapole crosses it over, finds the paint on the other side. The Crusaders lead 13-12. If you do send us a tweet to @TheBASN, we would love for you to use the hashtag BACLive. That way we can interact with you throughout the course of the broadcast tonight. Maxwell cuts it across to Poole. Good play there as Yasalanis was blocked in the middle. Poole takes it off the block, 4 contacts. And the point to the Crusaders. They lead 14-12. Best of 5 sets here. The Crusaders would like to avenge a loss that they had at Cornegay Arena earlier in the season. Yasalanis to Rogers. Dug out by Valentine. Davis back row set to Maxwell. Has that covered by Poole. They'll go far side. And that's going to be blocked out of bounds by Schaefer as the swing by Brad Monahan will make it a side out for Mount Olive, 14-13 the score. Checking into the contest and serving for Mount Olive will be Ayanu Abadisi. Ayanu Abadisi, 6'3" freshman out of Abadan, Nigeria. Davis to Schaefer. Schaefer has it blocked. And the lead is eliminated, tied at 14. David Heller, the head coach for Mount Olive, and make no mistake about it, this is a program for Mount Olive that is trending in the right direction. A very athletic, very solid team. It's Robert Poole. I don't know if he would have actually gotten away with the lift there, but basically he caught the ball and kind of flipped it up from his feet. If the play would have continued, I don't know if they would have let it go. And I certainly would have hoped that they would not let it go. As Morris goes back to serve, Crusaders lead 15-14. Yaselanis goes far side. That swing sails long. No touch. 16-14 in favor of the Crusaders. Robert Poole pleading with the official on the chair for a touch there. Morris to Poole. Yaselanis hits the runner. Dug out by Davis, and nobody can get to it. The downside of Davis making first contact like that when there's no libero on the floor is it makes life very difficult for someone else to pass on the second ball. Somebody's got to get to it, but no one did. Yaselanis back to serve. Folks, don't forget also you can find me by way of email throughout the course of the broadcast. As Long takes it off the block, it'll be on the floor, and we're tied at 16 apiece. Brian Rushing at bac.edu. That's Brian Rushing at bac.edu is where you can find me through email this afternoon. Yaselanis tosses high. Sends it across, service error, makes it 17-16 in favor of the Crusaders. Schaefer to serve. Top spins it across to Poole, and that's a beautifully run play there as Yaselanis set it up perfectly for Luke Viskaitis, and the freshman from Wexford, Pennsylvania gets the kill. We're tied at 17. Back to serve Brad Monahan. Valentine, good pass to Davis. Long, absolutely drops the hammer. That was in fact the long and the short of it as he gets the kill, and it's 18-17. Pliable with the service. Valentine can't keep it alive. So we're tied at 18. The last time I remember seeing Brian Long here inside the Wheeler Center, he had a lot of facial hair. Well, he's recently shaved, and apparently the more aerodynamic version of Brian Long got him up a few more inches as he absolutely nailed that one to the floor. And looking at Jeff Yaselanis on the other side of the floor, he actually gave props to Brian Long as he just kind of pointed at the ball saying, "See what you did to me here?" It's the officials on the floor coordinating with the scorers table as to what might be transpiring as we've got an 18-all score. I want to say hello to Wayne Jamison checking out the action tonight. Of course, he is family friends of both the Schaefers and the Yaselanis. Had a chance to talk to Gavin before the match briefly. Both Jeff Yaselanis and Gavin Schaefer played on the same club squad. The Schaefer's swing sent just a little long. The point goes to Mount Olive. The score 19-18. Back to serve is Joel Roberts, the junior outside hitter of Bournemouth, Great Britain, by way of the Twickenham School. And Nolan Albright wants a timeout. We'll take it with him. Crusaders trail 19-18 on the Belmont Abbey Sports Network.
Conference Carolinas, competition amongst 10 colleges and universities across North and South Carolina, as well as Tennessee. Over 3,000 student athletes competing at the highest level of NCAA Division II athletics, with annual selections to postseason play. Conference Carolinas is dedicated to student athletes not only succeeding on the field, but in the classroom after graduation. Keep up with us at conferencecarolinas.com. Be sure to follow us at CONF Carolinas on our various social media platforms.
Back here inside the Wheeler Center, folks, the Crusaders play 2 volleyball matches this weekend, and they're both on the Belmont Abbey Sports Network. The Barton Bulldogs come to town tomorrow to take on the Crusaders. Airtime for the 2 o'clock first serve, slated for 1:45. Then immediately following that, we'll join Baseball in Progress as they'll wrap up a critical 3-game series against North Greenville. All of this tomorrow on the Belmont Abbey Sports Network. Just got an update from Jim Steffen a moment ago. Baseball top of the 5th inning. North Greenville has come back with 2 runs. They lead 3-2 over the Crusaders. So it's a battle, the annual battle between the Crusaders and the Crusaders. Right now, the South Carolina version leads 5-2. Roberts with the change-up serve. Maxwell takes it off the block, and the Crusaders will get the side out, tied at 19 apiece. Substitutions in for Mount Olive is Brian Long back to serve for the Abbey. Brian Long, the young man out of Downers Grove, Illinois. Yasalanis goes to Poole, and Poole was one-on-one with Brennan Davis. And with all apologies to Brennan Davis, you're not going to win that battle against Robert Poole one-on-one. 20-19 the score. It's back to serve will be Brett Rutledge, the senior from Orlando, Florida. 19 aces on the year as he goes to Pliapole. Morris splits the double as it was late developing. He gets the kill, and we're tied at 20. Brennan Davis back to serve. 322 assists coming into tonight's matchup. Jump serve, sends it down the line to Poole. They'll return it to Poole, and Poole takes it out on Davis. As Davis could not dig it out. 21-20 the score. As Poole will go back to serve. It says everything you need to know about this Mount Olive club and what they think of Robert Poole as a player when he's the first guy that serves in a set. And that's why. Valentine gets it across, and I don't know how. It's Monahan will take it off the block. And the point to Mount Olive makes it 22-20. I mean, that is just such a weapon that he aggressively torques the serve the way he does. A lot of revolutions in that serve. Except for that one, when he tried to throw the hard biting slider and instead he threw the floater sideways. It sails well long. It's 22-20. Kind of like Hannah Davis when she wants to use the kick serve, can't quite get it over cleanly, sends the serve a little long. Crusaders with the side out. Maxwell to Pliapole. Pliapole sends it just long. 23-21 the score. Mount Olive with the side out. It's going back to serve will be Jarrell Rogers. Davis to Maxwell. Maxwell goes inside out around Jarrell Rogers. Crusaders get the side out. They trail 23-22 as Carter Eck goes back to serve. Eck jump serves it over to Donahue. Crusaders with a chance. Schaefer puts it into the net. 24-22 the scores. It'll be set point for Mount Olive. Morris comes back in for Eck. Back to serve for Mount Olive will be Jeff Yasalanis. And Nolan Albright wants a timeout. We'll go ahead and keep it here. It's the Crusaders trying to avoid a set point here in set number one, down 24-22. A couple of emails I want to go ahead and knock out while I've got an opportunity. Want to say hello to Doug Lockwood, checking out the action this evening on the Belmont Abbey Sports Network, of course, supporting Colin and all the guys on the Belmont Abbey side. Folks, don't forget, you don't have to support the Crusaders to send me an email. If you're following Mount Olive tonight, would love to hear from you during the course of tonight's action at Brian Rushing at BAC.edu. Want to say hello? A long list of people here as we've got Frank, Mary Jo, Daniel Serka watching from Baldwinsville, New York. I want to thank you so much for tuning in tonight to the Belmont Abbey Sports Network. Always good to hear from new viewers that are tuning in and letting us know that they're here watching the matchup with us on the Belmont Abbey Sports Network. Alongside Jamie Treese operating the camera tonight, Hannah Davis running production, Brian Rushing here with you as I'm surrounded by all kinds of talent. Jamie Treese, of course, plays on the women's golf team. Hannah Davis on the women's tennis team. I don't do golf or tennis very well. I definitely don't do volleyball very well. As Jeff Yasalanis back to serve, set point. Brennan Davis is being checked on by the official. He's got a floor burn, but he's able to stay on without any further attention. 24-22 the score. Yasalanis sends it across the knuckler to Maxwell. Long, pushes it to the side, just misses. As Donahue watches it sail out of bounds. That'll take care of the first set. The Crusaders lose 25-22 when we come back. Second set action on the Belmont Abbey Sports Network.
Conference Carolinas, competition amongst 10 colleges and universities across North and South Carolina, as well as Tennessee. Over 3,000 student athletes competing at the highest level of NCAA Division II athletics, with annual selections to postseason play. Conference Carolinas is dedicated to student athletes not only succeeding on the field, but in the classroom after graduation. Keep up with us at conferencecarolinas.com. Be sure to follow us at CONF Carolinas on our various social media platforms.
Pain doesn't just work 9 to 5. Pain can work round the clock, hours and hours, without even thinking of taking a break. So when you're hurting, you don't want to wait for an appointment. You need relief now. Well, there is a solution. Ortho Carolina's Urgent Care can provide relief for the entire family when time is of the essence. Our after-hours clinics are conveniently located near you when you need it. Ortho Carolina's expert staff is ready to treat strains, sprains, minor dislocations, sports injuries, joint pain, and more. The next time you or a loved one is hurting on an evening or over the weekend, we'll be ready to help. It's the same state-of-the-art care, professionalism, and expertise that's made Ortho Carolina a leader in the Southeast. Pain doesn't happen when it's handy, and you shouldn't have to wait to get relief. Visit orthocarolina.com for a list of urgent care locations and hours. Ortho Carolina. You improve.
Back here inside the Wheeler Center, the Crusaders lose set number one by a 25-22 score. It's the Crusaders looking to avenge a loss on the road at Carnegie Arena to these same Mount Olive Trojans. Folks, don't forget, for all things Crusaders, you can find them www.abbeyathletics.com. Stats, standing stories, and of course, a full schedule on the Belmont Abbey Sports Network can be found at www.abbeyathletics.com. So we take another look at the Conference Carolinas volleyball table. Barton right now 10-6 overall on the year, but they're 8-0 in conference. King right behind them. We've already seen King here in the Wheeler Center, and they're as good as advertised. They have one loss in the conference. They're 8-1 on the year. Barton undefeated. We're going to see them tomorrow afternoon here inside the Wheeler Center. That'll be a 1:45 airtime for the 2 o'clock first serve as the Crusaders will take on the Barton College Bulldogs, and they are the toast of the conference as Jeff Lennox does a very good job with the Barton Bulldogs. Mount Olive not far behind. They are definitely in striking distance as they are 6-2 within conference Carolina's play. Belmont Abbey at 4-4. Just ahead of North Greenville, Emmanuel at 3-5, Limestone 3-6. Erskine and Lees McRae pulling up the rear. Erskine at 1-7, Lees McRae at 0-7 on the season. So go ahead and take a look at some numbers here. As we take a look at some of the numbers here in the first set for Mount Olive, Luke Vizgaitis led the way with 4 kills as he was 4 for 4 in the attacks. As this is a Mount Olive club that just attacked at a 115 clip. However, you look at what Luke Vizgaitis did. He was really one of the ones to help sort of get Mount Olive through this first set. They did have 4 blocks in the set, but it was Luke Vizgaitis with the 4 kills in the contest to really help set Mount Olive in the right direction to get the win by the 25-22 score. Liam Maxwell had 4 kills, also with 3. Pierce Pliapole, Brian Long, and William Morris. Service errors, a real big deal for the Crusaders as that's a service ace for Brett Rutledge, making the score 1-0 to get things started here in set number 2. Crusaders had 5 service errors, and in a set that was that close, you got to make sure that does not become a normal. Yasalanis to Rogers, and it's 2-0. Jarrell Rogers with the kill. Rutledge, the left-hand serve out to Valentine. Davis quickly to Morris. Morris takes it off the block of Brent Rutledge, and it's 2-1. Liam Maxwell back to serve, 2-1 down here in the second set. Maxwell with the jumper. So he goes to Donahue. Yasalanis near side to Rutledge, kept alive by Pliapole. Valentine tried to kind of use the right-handed knuckle punch to get it across, put it into the net. It's 3-1 in favor of Mount Olive. Robert Poole with the left-handed jump serve, sends it across, takes the sting off of it with the top of the tape. Schaefer takes it off the block, kept alive by Poole. Near side, Monahan. Mount Olive will get a second opportunity. Rutledge left hands it across. Davis to Morris. And they're going to call a net violation. I believe it's going to be on Monahan. Or no, in fact, they say it was Jarrell Rogers that was the guilty party. A 3-2 score in favor of Mount Olive. The Crusaders get the side out. William Morris sends it well long. Jarrell Rogers back to serve. Rogers to Pliapole. Davis to Long. And the block covered by Luke Vizgaitis. Pliapole to Davis. Backside set to Schaefer. That's dug out by Rutledge. Can Mount Olive respond? Monahan does. And it's 6-2. And a very inauspicious start for the Crusaders here in set number 2. Rogers sends it across, a little long. 6-3 the score as Gavin Schaefer will serve with the side out. Schaefer takes it across to Monahan. Gets the return off the deflection of Davis. And it's 7-3. Jeff Yassalanis will go back to serve, and Yassalanis hits the changeup, and it goes onto the paint. Yassalanis playing with very thin margins on the far side, and he came up smelling like a rose on that one. Is the score now 8-3. Yassalanis has been at it for a while. The senior out of Yardley, Pennsylvania. Davis to Long. Long sends it wide. As Long looked like he actually took that swing on the way down. And that might have been what caused it to lose some of the control on the near sideline. Yassalanis top spins it over to Maxwell. They'll go to Pliapole. Pliapole has it dug out by Valentine. And they're going to call 4 contacts as there was no touch by Mount Olive at the net. A 10-3 lead for the Trojans. Nolan Albright wants a timeout. We'll take it with him on the Belmont Abbey Sports Network. Looking for up-to-the-minute scores of your favorite Crusader sports? www.abbeyathletics.com. Feature content, including coaches' interviews. www.abbeyathletics.com. Crusaders broadcast on demand. That's right, www.abbeyathletics.com. Your online source for all things Crusaders can be found in one place. www.abbeyathletics.com.
Picture this. It's Monday afternoon and you're at Domino's buying a large 3-topping pizza. You give the Domino's employee $7.99 plus tax, of course. Now, picture this. It's Friday and you're at Domino's buying a large 3-topping pizza. You give the Domino's employee more than you paid Monday. You feel bamboozled. But then you hear this.
Domino's extended its $7.99 large 3-topping carryout deal to all day, every day.
And so you danced and ate Domino's. Carryout only. You must ask for this limited time offer. Prices, participation, and charges may vary.
A 10-3 lead for Mount Olive here in set number 2. So the Crusaders got off to a very sluggish start in set number 2, and Mount Olive experienced enough and definitely qualified to take advantage of any unforced errors by the opposition, have jumped out to a 7-point advantage. And this is the type of club with their sort of seasoned veteran leadership. They seldom, when they have an opportunity to step on the gas, they seldom fail to do so. Long takes that swing off the block. 10-4 the score. The Crusaders get the side out. Pliapole back to serve. Speaking of Pierce Pliapole, I want to say hello to Chuck Kaufman, checking out the action from Ormond Beach, Florida. Thank you so much for tuning in on the Belmont Abbey Sports Network. It's the swing there from Luke Vizgaitis. Gets the side out back for Mount Olive. 11-4 the score. Monahan top spins it across to Pliapole. Maxwell goes up high, takes it off the block of Vizgaitis. Crusaders make it 11-5. They'll get the side out as Brian Long goes back to serve. Want to say hello to Janine Valentine, checking out the action from Simi Valley, California, as we're covering the Belmont Abbey Sports Network from coast to coast. As the block there, Liam Maxwell couldn't keep it in play as it goes just wide of the sideline. 12-5 the score. As Vizgaitis goes back to serve. Rutledge, and that's going to sail behind the antenna. Not quite sure what was going on there. Rutledge had an opportunity to just play it over to Yassalanis. but decided to be aggressive with it, and it was a very ill-contrived attack as he didn't hit it cleanly, and not only did he not hit it cleanly, but he settled it behind the antenna. Davis to serve. Donahue. Rogers. Oh, that was nicely done. Jeff Yassalanis does not need a perfect pass to return a good ball to an outside attacker. There's Jarrell Rogers there, and the ball was not perfect, but Rogers made a great body adjustment there to put it down on the floor. Rutledge, service error, 13-6 the score, 13-7 the score as Maxwell goes back to serve. Poole finds the seam, gets it to go down, 14-7 as Poole goes back to serve. Poole with the jump serve. Valentine digs it out. It's going to bounce around the catwalk a moment. Pliapole's going to send the third play long, and it's 15-7. Poole. Valentine, Davis keeps it alive. Pliapole, and Pliapole finds the gap between Rogers and Yassalanis, and it's 15-8. Crusaders need a little bit of a run to get back into this second set. Yassalanis to Poole, and Poole finds space on the floor. 16-8 the score. With Robert Poole back to serve for Mount Olive. I know that Robert Valentine is being tasked with the effort of trying to take as many of the serves as possible. But I don't care who you are and what position you play or what your name is. Robert Poole, that's a difficult serve to contend with. Maxwell has it dug out. Rutledge gets it across, finds space, and it's 17-8. The lead up to 9 in set number 2. Less than an ideal situation here for the Crusaders. Davis to Pliapole. Pliapole can't get on top of it. 18-8 the score. Nolan Albright wants a timeout. We'll take it with it. It's Mount Olive leads 18-8 on the Belmont Abbey Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Pain. Pain doesn't just work 9 to 5. Pain can work round the clock, hours and hours, without even thinking of taking a break. So when you're hurting, you don't want to wait for an appointment. You need relief now. Well, there is a solution. Ortho Carolina's Urgent Care can provide relief for the entire family when time is of the essence. Our after-hours clinics are conveniently located near you when you need it. Ortho Carolina's expert staff is ready to treat strains, sprains, minor dislocations, sports injuries, joint pain, and more. The next time you or a loved one is hurting on an evening or over the weekend, we'll be ready to help. It's the same state-of-the-art care, professionalism, and expertise that's made Ortho Carolina a leader in the Southeast. Pain doesn't happen when it's handy, and you shouldn't have to wait to get relief. Visit orthocarolina.com for a list of urgent care locations and hours. Ortho Carolina. You improve.
Dramatic. They're certainly setting the dramatic up here as Mount Olive about to go 2-0 up as Ayanyu Adebisi back to serve as he puts it into the net. Service error gives the side out back to the Crusaders. 18-9 the score. Out of BC out. Rogers replaces him. Back to serve will be Gavin Schaefer. 5-2 baseball score in favor of North Greenville, top of the 6th. Yasalanis sets it over to Monahan. Maxwell. Oh, that is beautifully placed. Maxwell from the back row really couldn't get a lot of momentum going toward the net, so he kind of hit the top spin changeup over the block, and he dropped it down perfectly, about 5 feet beyond the 10-foot line. Schaefer into the tape, Yasalanis, and that's well done. Yasalanis saw someone slide forward and just pushed it to the back line. Got it to fall, and 19-10 is the score. Yasalanis goes back to serve. Jeff Yasalanis has an interesting idiosyncrasy that he has before he serves. He will not receive the volleyball from anyone. As that ball dug out by Yasalanis, a back row swing by Poole. Valentine keeps it alive. I'll finish the thought here in a moment. So it'll be a net violation on Mount Olive. Yasalanis will not receive the ball from anyone. Player, support staff, anybody here on the floor. He will not cross the back line until he has the ball in his hands. He will take the ball with him across the line to serve. Pliable sends it across to Donahue. Rutledge has that blocked at the net. Luke Visgaitis finishes off that point. 20-11 the score. Want to say hello to the Long family. Checking out the action this evening on the Belmont Abbey Sports Network from Downers Grove, Illinois. As they're checking out other volleyball action on top of what they're seeing here as Maxwell goes off the block of Rutledge onto the antenna. Crusaders get the side out, down 8. As Long goes back to serve. Long with the jump serve. And that service error makes it 21-12. Side out for Mount Olive. Joel Roberts will check in for Luke Visgaitis. Roberts tops it across to Maxwell. Gets the return. Roberts with the dig. Yasalanis to Rutledge. Rutledge goes down the line. Pliapole keeps it alive. Maxwell frees it over. And that is just too tough. As Yasalanis gets a stationary ball, he plants 2 feet, about 6 feet from the net. He's got options on either side. And he goes to Poole from the left, who absolutely drops the hammer on the back row. And that'll be a service ace as it crushes the top of the tape and trickles over inside the 10-foot line, making it 23-12. Schaefer will check in place of Colin Lockwood, who came on just a moment ago. Service error gives the Crusaders back the side out. The score 23-13. Brennan Davis back to serve. Roberts. Poole. And they'll call a net violation on Gavin Schaefer, and it'll be set point for the Trojans. Brett Rutledge back to serve. Solanas tried to finish off the play but couldn't, and they'll play on. Poole takes it off the block of Liam Maxwell. And that'll do it. We've played 2 sets here inside the Wheeler Center. Mount Olive wins 25-13. When we come back, 3rd set action on the Belmont Abbey Sports Network. Back here inside the Wheeler Center. Crusaders down 2-0. Mount Olive wins the first set 25-22, win the second set 25-13. As that service error for the Crusaders makes it 1-0. Brett Rutledge back to serve for the Trojans. It's Bryce Sullivan into the contest in place of Brennan Davis. Sullivan to Morris. Morris with the quick set. Gets the kill. And we're tied at 1-1 as Sullivan goes back to serve.
Back to serve, Bryce Sullivan.
It's Rutledge with the kill. Getting it down past Pliapole. 2-1 the score. Mount Olive on the scramble. Poole hits the tape with it. Sullivan will go to Maxwell. Maxwell pushes down the line to Donahue. Rutledge has it blocked at the net. Morris will get the solo block. And Maxwell back to serve at 2 apiece. Maxwell sends it across to Poole. Monahan has it dug out by Pliapole. Sullivan, they're going to call that a double. I didn't think Sullivan was going to get away with it. He was put in a really tough spot there, trying to negotiate his body underneath the volleyball to make a good pass. Couldn't quite pull it off. He gets called for the double. It's 3-2 in favor of Mount Olive. Vizgaitis sends it into the net. We're tied at 3. And William Morris back to serve. Yassalanis to Rogers. Sullivan to Pliapole. Pliapole takes it off the block. Rutledge was able to keep it alive momentarily, but nobody could reply. And it's 4-3 in favor of the Crusaders. Monahan gets the return from Yassalanis and finds the corner. Back to serve will be Jeff Yassalanis. Tied at 4 apiece. Sullivan to Schaefer. Schaefer goes cross court with it. Donahue will keep it alive for Poole. Maxwell with the dig on the other side. Maxwell back row set. Yassalanis to Rutledge. Rutledge hits one of the support beams up top with it. It comes careening down immediately. Point to the Abbey. 5-4 lead. Schaefer. Inside outs the ball out of bounds. 5 apiece. As Monahan goes back to serve for Mount Olive. Brad Monahan out of Danvik, New Zealand. A 6'5 junior. Top spins it across to Maxwell. Schaefer takes it off the block of Robert Poole. 6-5 the score. Pliapole goes down the line. Poole sends it long. Poole was asking for a touch, and I didn't see one. The chair official didn't see one either. Sometimes I wonder if it's just wishful thinking, maybe pleading, but no contact made. Donahue, Rutledge. Sullivan keeps it alive at the net. The joust kept alive by the Crusaders. Long has it saved by Monahan. Rutledge goes down the line with it. Valentine can't keep it alive. 7 apiece, side out for the Trojans. And Jarrell Rogers goes back to serve. The freshman out of Oswego, Illinois. Coming into the match, 61 kills in 35 sets. Yassalanis quickly to Vizgaitis, kept alive by the Crusaders. So that's going to be long and out of bounds. Point to the Crusaders. An 8-6 lead. Brian Long goes back to serve for the Abbey. Long to Monahan. Rutledge with the left hand blocked by Morris. Mount Olive can't keep it alive. The lead goes to 3. Long trying to go down the line with it, put it into the net. 9-7 the score. Mount Olive with the side out as Rutledge back to serve. Pliable keeps it alive. Sullivan pushes it across. Why not? Bryce Sullivan was put in a less than ideal situation there, and he made the most out of it, getting the kill for the Crusaders as the lead goes back to 3. Service error gives it right back to Mount Olive as Robert Poole goes back to serve. Valentine keeps it alive to Maxwell. Schaefer did a good job of inside outing the volleyball. Sullivan to Valentine. And Valentine has been bouncing around all over the floor tonight, as he's been taking on a number of ricochets as Mount Olive trails 10-9 here in set number 3. Serve goes into the net. And for such a high-risk serve, seldom does Poole do that, because that's by far the worst serve that he's had all night. As Maxwell goes back to serve. Donahue. Monahan has it dug out by Maxwell. Schaefer with a little bit of touch, covered by Mount Olive. Poole off the block, and William Morris, there he is. William Morris standing right there in the middle, taking the solo block for the Crusaders, and the Abbey lead is 3. Yassalanis pushes to the corner. Maxwell to Sullivan. Morris sends it wide. And now Nolan Albright asking for a touch. A couple folks in the crowd hoping for a touch, didn't get it. Side out for Mount Olive. Joel Roberts will come in to serve. Also checking in will be Eric Viscaitis, a freshman out of Wexford, Pennsylvania. Roberts, high looping serve for Pliable. Maxwell from the back row takes it off the block, side out for the Abbey. 13-10 to score. William Morris back to serve. Luke Viscaitis now back in as Roberts departs. Monahan went outside the antenna, and a timeout called for by David Heller. Score 14-10 in favor of the Crusaders. We'll be back in just a bit.
Pain doesn't just work 9 to 5. Pain can work round the clock, hours and hours, without even thinking of taking a break. So when you're hurting, you don't want to wait for an appointment. You need relief now. Well, there is a solution. Ortho Carolina's Urgent Care can provide relief for the entire family when time is of the essence. Our after-hours clinics are conveniently located near you when you need us. Ortho Carolina's expert staff is ready to treat strains, sprains, minor dislocations, sports injuries, joint pain, and more. The next time you or a loved one is hurting on an evening or over the weekend, we'll be ready to help. It's the same state-of-the-art care, professionalism, and expertise that's made Ortho Carolina a leader in the Southeast. Pain doesn't happen when it's handy, and you shouldn't have to wait to get relief. Visit orthocarolina.com for a list of urgent care locations and hours. Ortho Carolina. You improve.
Back here inside the Wheeler Center, folks, immediately following every broadcast on the Belmont Abbey Sports Network, it's the Ortho Carolina postgame show. Insights, interviews, and perspective of tonight's action on the Ortho Carolina postgame show. Ortho Carolina, you improved. It's the Crusaders Lead by 4 at 14-10. So William Morris back to serve. The Crusaders down 2 sets. So they need this one to get off the mat. This Poole has it dug out by Maxwell. Sullivan to Pliapole. That one's going to get to the corner. Nobody's going to be able to track it down. So Robert Poole would have had to have run into the parking lot if he was going to get that one, as that deflection was nowhere near the floor. A 5-point lead for the Abbey. Floating serve out to Monahan. Solanas goes to Rutledge. Sullivan got a piece of it. Maxwell goes sliding across the floor into the stanchion on the far side. Side out for the Trojans. Solanas back to serve. Pliable to Valentine. Schaefer with the joust. Kept alive. Sullivan. And that's blocked by Eric Vizgaitis. He gets the solo block, and it's 15-12. One thing I will say, I don't know if Mount Olive will win the Conference Carolinas Championship, but I know that they probably have the all-name team. They've got some names on this roster. There's Long with the kill, making it 16-12. Some of the names like Arflot, Vizgaitis, Nicholas Dibkil-Debach. I mean, there's a lot of names. A lot of fun for a broadcaster. As Pliapole sends it across. Solanas to Vizgaitis. Pliapole has that dug out by Poole. Rutledge goes cross court. Valentine kept it alive, but the ricochet goes right back to the up official. It's Colin Lockwood. We'll check in for Gavin Schaefer. As Monahan back to serve, 16-13 down to the Abbey. Maxwell, Sullivan, Pliapole takes it off the block of Rutledge. As that ball took about 2 or 3 bounces off of Rutledge's block before falling in front of Monahan at about the 10-foot line. Pliapole with the serve, 17-13 lead for the Abbey. Valentine keeps it alive. Maxwell takes it off the block. Long, back to Maxwell. Solanas keeps it alive. Donahue to Rutledge. Sullivan. Poole off the block of Sullivan. Maxwell, and there's a block from Rutledge. That point had some life to it. Liam Maxwell took a number of swings. It was Artur Kozlowski will be in as Eric Vizgaitis back to serve, 17-14 in favor of the Abbey. Maxwell again takes it off the block. The point to the Crusaders, 18-14. Played that one off the bounce. Hannah Davis and I are safe. Delivered it quickly back out to the support staff. Poole covered by Morris. Solanas out to Rutledge, who pushes it down the line. Maxwell again, it was by himself, but Donahue found the crease. And Robert Poole couldn't get it dug out by Brian Long as it went back across the net and out of play. 18-15 the score. Robert Poole takes a swing, and it's sort of like trying to dig a cinder block. It's just a heavy, heavy ball. Morris across the net. Poole again. Lockwood couldn't come away with it. 18-16 the score. As Gavin Schaefer will check back in for Colin Lockwood. Sullivan to Maxwell. Maxwell dinks it across. Rutledge with the coverage. Solanas. And the block by Morris. As Luke Visgaitis tried to push it across, and Morris was right there on the spot. Timed it perfectly. Crusaders get the point and the side out. Sullivan. Poole with the kill, 16-19 in favor of the Abbey. As Poole goes back to serve. And this point could go a long way in the Crusaders' fortunes in set 3. Change up, dug out by Maxwell. Schaefer over to Rutledge. Monahan goes down the line, gets the kill. And that's a 1-point set at 19-18. Poole. So that one's going to go into the net. And Valentine, they're going to call a net violation. They're going to call a net violation on the Crusaders, making it 19 apiece. And Schaefer's going to go over and have a conversation with the up official as Nolan Albright has a discussion with the down official. Albright continuing the conversation, as you see, just off to the far right edge. Albright wants a timeout. We'll take it with him. Crusaders tied 19-19 in set 3 with Mount Olive. We'll be right back.
Gaston County is a great place to raise a family. The benefits of the Charlotte Metro, blended with the familiarity of several bedroom communities, make Gaston a wonderful place to become a first-time home buyer. But in a shifting market, it's paramount to find a company that will work even harder for you in a very competitive landscape. Might I suggest to you Moss Realty? Moss Realty wants to serve you as an advocate through the home buying process. I've seen the hard work of the staff on a personal level. The attention to detail and their knowledge of Gaston County is top-notch. Moss Realty can help you make a pleasure out of life's biggest purchase. Give them a call at 704-865-5555 or log on to mossrealty.com. The number again, 704-865-5555. Moss Realty can turn dream home searching into dream home living. That number one more time, 704-865-5555. That's Moss Realty.
Got an update from baseball. Bottom of the 8th inning, a runner at second base, 2 down. Crusaders trail 5-2, so they're going to need some late inning magic against North Greenville in that first of a 3-game set. Crusaders baseball team, according to the Baseball Writers, ranked 3rd nationally. They've won 11 straight ball games. North Greenville, make no mistake about it, very good as well. They're a top 20 program. Poole hits the tape. And that was a good timeout by Nolan Albright as he didn't let the momentum continue. As Kozlowski will depart, Pliapole in. Maxwell back to serve. 20-19 lead. As Maxwell goes cross court with it. And that hit the tape, and Robert Poole elbowed it almost into the upper deck behind us. And a wry grin comes from Robert Poole. As it goes back to Poole, Yazalanis. Monahan takes it off the block of Schaefer. 21-20. Back to serve will be Luke Vizgaitis. Morris finds the crease, gets it to fall, and it's 22-20 in favor of the Abbey. And Carter Eck will check in to serve for the Crusaders. So Eck, the sophomore out of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, goes back to serve. Tosses it high, sends it across the pool. Monahan goes down the line, gets the kill, and it's 22-21. Morris in for Eck. Jeff Yazalanis back to serve in set number 3. Mount Olive won set number 1 25-22. The one second set 25-13. It's long. As Bryce Sullivan put that one about 6 inches over the apex of his jump, and Long took the swing and got just enough of the ball to be effective. 23-21 the score, and it sails wide. As Eric Vizgaitis swing is out of bounds, and it's set point for the Crusaders. As Schaefer back to serve at 24-21 up. Pull to Yazalanis. Crusaders can end it here. Back row set to Maxwell, and it goes off the deflection, out of bounds. 24-22. Monahan. To Plierpole. Long. Sullivan to Plierpole, pushes it. Yazalanis to Donahue. The Crusaders can end it here. Long takes it off the block. Rutledge sends it back, and Monahan will keep it in play. Plierpole takes it off the block of Eric Vizgaitis, and the Crusaders win 25-22. We'll come back with set number 4 here on the Belmont Abbey Sports Network.
Conference Carolinas, competition amongst 10 colleges and universities across North and South Carolina, as well as Tennessee. Over 3,000 student athletes competing at the highest level of NCAA Division II athletics, with annual selections to postseason play. Conference Carolinas is dedicated to student athletes not only succeeding on the field, but in the classroom and after graduation. Keep up with us at conferencecarolinas.com. Be sure to follow us at CONF Carolinas on our various social media platforms.
Picture this. It's Monday afternoon and you're at Domino's buying a large 3-topping pizza. You give the Domino's employee $7.99 plus tax, of course. Now, picture this. It's Friday and you're at Domino's buying a large 3-topping pizza. You give the Domino's employee more than you paid Monday. You feel bamboozled. But then you hear this.
Domino's extended its $7.99 large 3-topping carryout deal to all day, every day.
And so you danced and ate Domino's. Carry out only. You must ask for this limited time offer. Prices, participation, and charges may vary.
Saturdays used to be for college football. Now you drive 300 miles to watch this. Don't get me wrong, you love flag dancing as much as the next guy. All 8 hours of it. But what you really love is your little girl. Yes! Nice pop toss. Flag dancing? We've been there. And with free hot breakfast and a warm welcome, we'll be there for you. Book at Hampton.com for a guaranteed discount on your next weekend stay. Hampton by Hilton.
Conference Carolinas, competition amongst 10 colleges and universities across North and South Carolina, as well as Tennessee. Over 3,000 student athletes competing at the highest level of NCAA Division II athletics, with annual selections to postseason play. Conference Carolinas is dedicated to student athletes not only succeeding on the field, but in the classroom after graduation. Keep up with us at conferencecarolinas.com. Be sure to follow us at CONF Carolinas on our various social media platforms.
A fourth set win here would push it to the distance, and I think that would be something for Nolan Albright. But I think the third set win speaks to what this club can do, and we talk about what the club did. Crusaders were able to hit 250 in that third set. Those numbers were good enough to get them over the top in that third set. Maxwell with the kill. And the Crusaders off to a good start. Let's take a look at the numbers actually. They finished at 190 for the set. 36, well, overall in the contest, they're sitting at 190. 222 in the third set was the numbers. That swing sails wide as Rutledge misses. The score now 2-0. It's the Crusaders, 13 kills and 36 attacks. 222 in the third set. They're at 190 overall. Mount Olive at 244 as a whole. Maxwell. Good serve out to Donahue. Vizgaitis kept alive by Valentine. Schaefer sends it wide. And that's where maybe I thought there might have been a touch, but no call. Robert Poole will have it. This Poole bouncing just out of your screen. He'll come in rather quickly. Here he comes. The jump serve to Maxwell. Sullivan to Pliapole. Pliapole tried to take it off the block, but was not able to do so, and it's 2-2. Folks, don't forget, throughout the night, you can find me on Twitter at the BASN. That's at the BASN. And then, of course, you can find me, Brian Rushing, at bac.edu through email. Gavin Schaefer gets the kill, 3-2 the score. Rutledge finds the crease, makes it 3-all. Mount Olive will get the side out. Luke Vizgaitis back to serve on the floor now for the first time tonight for Mount Olive. Yigit Erkek, another one of the all-name teams. Yigit Erkek out of Turkey. Can't keep the ball alive. It'll be 4-3 in favor of the Crusaders as Gavin Schaefer goes back to serve. Monahan has it covered by Schaefer. Pliable takes it off the block of Erkek. And it's 5-3 Abbey. Schaefer out to Poole. Yassalanis to Monahan. Covered by Maxwell at the net, long, and there's going to be a net violation on Monahan. As Brian Long went mano-a-mano with Erkek and draws the net violation out of the Trojans, the lead at 6-3. Crusaders playing with a little bit of added enthusiasm, and the play is beginning to match it. Sullivan takes it off of Erkek. It stays alive. Schaefer sends it across. Donahue to Yassalanis. Long's going to get called for the double. Yassalanis back to serve for Mount Olive. 6-4 down are the Trojans here in set number 4. They lead 2-1. Valentine to Sullivan. Pliable takes it off the block of Erkek once again. And the Crusaders will get the side out, 7-4 up. Pliable back to serve. Rutledge kept alive by Valentine. Sullivan can't track it down. It'll be a side out for Mount Olive. Crusaders with 2 players in double figures with kills, Maxwell and Pliable. Pliable had 9 coming into the set. He now has 11 on the night. Sullivan to Long, kept alive. Valentine to Maxwell. Hits the changeup, covered by Donahue. Poole by himself, and that's well done by Robert Poole. Nobody there to cover it. Basically looked like practice for Poole, and Poole was able to tuck it just inside the back line. Sullivan to Schaefer. Has it dug out by Donahue. Poole dug out by Valentine. Pliable from the middle. Has that one dug out by Monahan. Crusaders keep that one alive. Maxwell to Monahan. Rutledge. Now Sullivan. Schaefer is going to try to go with the tight angle push. Rutledge almost stationary. And Maxwell gets dug out by Donahue, and they'll keep playing. Maxwell again takes it off the block, and that's a momentum point for the Crusaders as they lead now 8-6. And you need points like that to keep you in a match. They get it. And at 8-6, Brian Long goes back to serve. If Mount Olive wins a point like that, it's even at 7 apiece, and you just never know where it goes. Long with a good serve. Yassalanis to Rutledge. Will be a side out for Mount Olive. As we've been at it about an hour and a half here inside the Wheeler Center. As Jagit Urkek goes back to serve. Albright having a conversation with the down official. I'm not really sure what it might have been about. As Morris took the ricochet, and the point goes to Mount Olive, and we're tied at 8. Updated baseball, 5-3 in the bottom of the 9th in favor of North Greenville. Jake Rowley hit a solo homer to make it a 2-run ball game. Maxwell takes it off the block. The Crusaders retake the lead. Bryce Sullivan back to serve. And Luke Vizgaitis gets the kill to make it 9 apiece. A pair of broadcasts this afternoon and evening. We'll do the same thing tomorrow. Sullivan to Maxwell. Morris. He'll get it across. Yassalanis to Poole. And Morris got just a piece of that, and now Nolan Albright is going to go over to the down official, and he is adamantly discussing his case with the down official. And A.J. Hendricks with a pinch hit double has got the potential tying run at the plate for the Crusaders. And I think there's just one down in the inning. I am mistaken. Nobody down. So the intrigue escalates at Abbey Yard. Rutledge with the serve. 10-9 in favor of the Abbey. Or I should say 10-9 in favor of Mount Olive. That swing misses wide. 11-9 the score. And now Hendricks over at third. Sullivan to Schaefer. Takes it off the block. Schaefer with the kill. 11-10 the score as Maxwell goes back to serve. Maxwell to Poole. Rutledge. And Rutledge was not able to do a whole lot with that pass. Not Yassalanis' best. But from a stationary position was able to go up and get it and took it off the block. Mount Olive gets this point and the side out. Poole to Maxwell. Maxwell misses. 13-10 the score. And Nolan Albright wants a timeout. We'll take it with him. The Crusaders trail by 3 on the Belmont Abbey Sports Network.
Want to get the most out of your next getaway or business trip? Get over to Belmont, North Carolina, and feel the Hamptonality. At the Hampton and Charlotte Belmont at Moncross, we give you friendly service at a great value. You'll rest easy on our clean and fresh Hampton bed. The crisp white linens and duvet give a fresh start to every guest each morning. Every morning begins with our free hot breakfast, including delicious waffles and hearty oatmeal. And with free Wi-Fi, you're guaranteed to stay connected. We're conveniently located just 8 miles from the center of Charlotte, 7 miles from the Charlotte Douglas International Airport, and just 1 mile from Belmont Abbey College. Book your stay by visiting Hampton.com or by calling 704-825-6100. Again, that's Hampton.com or calling 704-825-6100. Feel the Hamptonality at the preferred hotel for Crusaders athletics, the Hampton and Charlotte Belmont at Moncross.
Back here inside the Wheeler Center, the Crusaders trail 13-10 in set number 4. As Nick Beinlich, updating baseball, gets on base. Now there's runners at the corners. The potential tying run is at first in the person of Nick Beinlich. Matt McGarry to the plate with nobody out. That could become part of our post-game show. Robert Poole to Pliapole. Now Mount Olive can take advantage. Monahan off the block, sends it wide, and it's 14-10. Mount Olive with the 4-point advantage here in set number 4. As that ball hits the top of the tape and comes right back. Crusaders get the side out. As William Morris back to serve. Yassalanis to Monahan. Monahan has it go off the block. The Crusaders get the point. And they've cut the lead in half to 14-12. Morris misses to the near side. 15-12 to score. It's back to serve for Mount Olive. Will be Luke Vizgaitis. Pliapole to Sullivan. Back to Pliapole. The block by Yagit Urkek makes it 16-12. Mount Olive trying to win this one here in 4 sets. Crusaders trying to force a 5th. Vizgaitis to Valentine. Long, kept alive by Monahan. Rutledge to Valentine. Pliapole kept alive. Schaefer sends it over. Mount Olive with the rebuttal. Sullivan keeps it alive. Schaefer off the deflection, and they'll play on. And that ball sent just long. 17-12 to score. Mount Olive now with a 5-point advantage here in set number 4. Yassalanis to Monahan. And that continues the run for the Trojans as they're up 6. And the Crusaders running out of time. Gavin Schaefer will depart for Brennan Davis. Bryce Sullivan in for Carter Eck. So Nolan Albright trying something, anything, to get back into this 4th set. The officials having a conversation with the table. Vizgaitis back to serve for Mount Olive. 18-12 the score. Out to Maxwell. Davis to Long, and it's blocked at the net. It's Jeff Yassalanis in on the mix for Mount Olive, and it's now 19-12. A 7-point lead with only 6 to go. And Nolan Albright takes a timeout. We're going to keep it right here. Another baseball update. 5-3 is the score. The bases are loaded with nobody out in the bottom of the 9th. We'll continue to keep you updated, and if we have to, we'll talk about it during the Ortho Carolina postgame show whenever that happens. As the Crusaders have Matt McGarry draw a walk behind Nick Beinlich, and Colin Rosenbaum, arguably the team's hottest hitter, at the plate. This is a critical series and a highly emotional series every time these two clubs get together. The Crusaders in Conference Carolinas have two major rivals, Mount Olive and North Greenville. Mount Olive plays Belmont Abbey. It's a big series. Belmont Abbey plays North Greenville. It's a big series with a lot of emotion, a lot of passion. As it turns out, Matt McGarry was hit by a pitch. Colin Rosenbaum flies out to center field. A sacrifice fly makes it 5-4. So the Crusaders have the potential tying run at second. Maxwell to long. Kept alive by Poole, but it will not be able to play it across. 19-13 the score. So the Crusaders, down by 3 runs in the bottom of the ninth, have already scored twice with 1 down in the ninth. Davis to serve. Hits the tape. Monahan. Rutledge dug out by Valentine. Maxwell gets there. Pliopos sends it across. They'll run the runner to Urqueque. Pliopos going to hit the antenna with it. 20-13 the score. Jeff Yassalanis back to serve. A 7-point advantage. Valentine. Davis, Maxwell. Maxwell finds the crease. Works it around Monahan and Urqueque. 20-14 the score. Pliopole to service. Yassalanis to Urqueque. Maxwell sends it across to Donahue. Monahan. Davis. Eck has it blocked by Brett Rutledge. And it's 21-14. Monahan back to serve. Valentine to Davis. Maxwell kept alive by Yassalanis. The swing from Rutledge goes off the block, and it's 22-14. And now Mount Olive 3 points away from closing it out. Poole hit the top of the tape and it kicks sideways out of bounds. Crusaders get the point, down 7. Back to serve will be Brian Long at 22-15 down. Want to say hello to Barbara Lockwood, checking out the action from Manchester, New Jersey. So Rutledge takes it off along. 23-15 the score. As Jigit Urqueque back to serve for Mount Olive. Urqueque sends the serve into the corner. He didn't have 6 inches either direction as he literally planted it in the corner. 24-15 match point for the Trojans. Maxwell has it dug out by Yasalanis. Urquette to Rutledge. Davis digs it out. That pass is going to be too tight, and that'll do it. Mount Olive wins in 4 sets. The 4th set score, 25-15. We come back. We'll have the Ortho Carolina postgame show here in just a bit.
Want to get the most out of your next getaway or business trip? Get over to Belmont, North Carolina, and feel the Hamptonality. At the Hampton Inn Charlotte Belmont at Montrose, we give you friendly service at a great value. You'll rest easy on our clean and fresh Hampton bed. The crisp white linens and duvet give a fresh start to every guest each morning. Every morning begins with our free hot breakfast, including delicious waffles and hearty oatmeal. And with free Wi-Fi, you're guaranteed to stay connected. We're conveniently located just 8 miles from the center of Charlotte, 7 miles from the Charlotte Douglas International Airport, and just 1 mile from Belmont Abbey College. Book your stay by visiting Hampton.com or by calling 704-825-6100. Again, that's Hampton.com or calling 704-825-6100. Feel the Hamptonality at the preferred hotel for Crusaders athletics, the Hampton Inn Charlotte Belmont at Montrose.
Looking for up-to-the-minute scores of your favorite Crusader sports? www.abbeyathletics.com. Feature content, including coaches' interviews. www.abbeyathletics.com. Crusaders broadcast on demand. That's right, www.abbeyathletics.com. Your online source for all things Crusaders can be found in one place, www.abbeyathletics.com.
Pain. Pain doesn't just work 9 to 5. Pain can work round the clock, hours and hours without even thinking of taking a break. So when you're hurting, you don't want to wait for an appointment. You need relief now. Well, there is a solution. Ortho Carolina's Urgent Care can provide relief for the entire family when time is of the essence. Our after-hours clinics are conveniently located near you when you need us. Ortho Carolina's expert staff is ready to treat strains, sprains, minor dislocations, sports injuries, joint pain, and more. The next time you or a loved one is hurting on an evening or over the weekend, we'll be ready to help. It's the same state-of-the-art care, professionalism, and expertise that's made Ortho Carolina a leader in the Southeast. Pain doesn't happen when it's handy, and you shouldn't have to wait to get relief. Visit orthocarolina.com for a list of urgent care locations and hours. Ortho Carolina. You improved.
Gaston County is a great place to raise a family. The benefits of the Charlotte Metro blended with the familiarity of several bedroom communities make Gaston a wonderful place to become a first-time home buyer. But in a shifting market, it's paramount to find a company that will work even harder for you in a very competitive landscape. Might I suggest to you Moss Realty? Moss Realty wants to serve you as an advocate through the home buying process. I've seen the hard work of the staff on a personal level. The attention to detail and their knowledge of Gaston County is top-notch. Moss Realty can help you make a pleasure out of life's biggest purchase. Give them a call at 704-865-5555 or log on to mossrealty.com. The number again, 704-865-5555. Moss Realty can turn dream home searching into dream home living. That number one more time, 704-865-5555. That's Moss Realty. Looking for up-to-the-minute scores of your favorite Crusader sports? www.abbeyathletics.com. Feature content, including coaches' interviews. www.abbeyathletics.com. Crusaders broadcast on demand. That's right, www.abbeyathletics.com. Your online source for all things Crusaders can be found in one place, www.abbeyathletics.com.
And we welcome you back to the Ortho Carolina postgame show. As the Crusaders fall in 4 sets this evening, as Mount Olive continues their very solid play in Conference Carolina as they move their record to 7-2 in Conference Carolina as they find themselves in third place in the conference just behind King and Barton. The Crusaders will entertain Barton tomorrow afternoon inside the Wheeler Center. Folks, a lot of folks we want to thank in regards to Ortho Carolina. I want to thank Dr. Ranjan Maitre, Blair Primus for their work on the Belmont Abbey Sports Network. Folks, don't forget, for excellence in orthopedics, there's only one name to remember, Ortho Carolina. You improved. I will go ahead and give you a final baseball update before we carry on with our post-game coverage of volleyball action this evening. Crusaders baseball team lost 5-4 to North Greenville, so North Greenville gets the first game of the 3-game series. We will be bringing baseball action immediately following tomorrow afternoon's men's volleyball action, as we'll be on the air tomorrow at 1:45 as the Barton Bulldogs come into town to take on the Crusaders for a 2 o'clock first serve. We'll be bringing baseball action, likely the third game of the series, immediately following volleyball action tomorrow on the network. The Crusaders tonight were competitive in the first set, losing 25-22. Had they had some better serving in the first set, might have been a slightly different narrative in that first set. They were completely dismantled in the second set as Mount Olive defeated them 25-13. The Crusaders had some resolve, showed some life, got off the deck in the third set, winning 25-22. But in the end, it was just too much Mount Olive, as Mount Olive would finish them off in 4 sets this evening. The Crusaders did have 2 double figures scores, or I should say in kills, for the Crusaders. Pierce Pliapole and Liam Maxwell both had double figures in kills this evening as the Crusaders lose in 4 sets tonight. When we come back on the other side of this timeout, we'll take another look at the numbers, and we'll say goodbye for the evening and get you set up for tomorrow's afternoon action as the Crusaders take on Barton on the Belmont Abbey Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Pain. Pain doesn't just work 9 to 5. Pain can work round the clock, hours and hours, without even thinking of taking a break. So when you're hurting, you don't want to wait for an appointment. You need relief now. Well, there is a solution. Ortho Carolina's Urgent Care can provide relief for the entire family when time is of the essence. Our after-hours clinics are conveniently located near you when you need us. Ortho Carolina's expert staff is ready to treat strains, sprains, minor dislocations, sports injuries, joint pain, and more. The next time you or a loved one is hurting on an evening or over the weekend, we'll be ready to help. It's the same state-of-the-art care, professionalism, and expertise that's made Ortho Carolina a leader in the Southeast. Pain doesn't happen when it's handy, and you shouldn't have to wait to get relief. Visit orthocarolina.com for a list of urgent care locations and hours. Ortho Carolina. You improve.
Back here on the Belmont Abbey Sports Network, the Crusaders losing 4 sets this evening to Mount Olive. Belmont Abbey now in conference play 4-5. They're 6-9 overall on the year. They'll entertain the Barton College Bulldogs tomorrow as we're part of the Ortho Carolina postgame show. Folks, don't forget, for excellence in orthopedics, Ortho Carolina, you improved. Tomorrow afternoon, 1:45 is where we'll be for a 2 o'clock first serve between the Crusaders as they take on the top dog, literally, in Conference Carolina, as the Barton Bulldogs, for a 2 o'clock first serve here inside the Wheeler Center. As the Crusaders fall tonight by 3-1 to Mount Olive this evening. A lot of folks we want to thank this evening for the broadcast. Director of Athletics Stephen Miss, Associate AD Paul Lyon, Assistant Athletic Directors Jackie Gable and Justin Bates, Director of Athletic Communications Jim Steffen, Brooks Ledger, John Fitzgerald, Dr. Trey Cunningham. Our camera operator tonight, Jamie Treese. Our producer, Hannah Davis. Kelsey Garrison working with us this evening as the Crusaders fall 3-1 tonight against Mount Olive. We'll be back tomorrow at 1:45 for Crusaders pregame between the Crusaders and the Bulldogs. Until then, folks, we hope you have a fantastic evening. Good night, everybody.
Crusaders Athletics on the Belmont Abbey Sports Network has been brought to you by Pine Island Country Club, Domino's, Moss Realty, the Hampton Inn by Hilton at Mount Cross, and Ortho Carolina. You improve. Don't forget, your online home for all things Crusaders can be found at www.abbeyathletics.com. We thank you for tuning in. We can't wait to see you next time right here on the Belmont Abbey Sports Network.